Sir, please.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me much pleasure to be here. I have to make a gear shift. I've been giving out prizes in the past couple of days. Before that was budget. This morning I was in Lautoka with it's a very humbling experience where they had certificates been given out at the special school in Lautoka for people who have learned sign language. As you know, we have a high incidence of people with auditory impairment now in Fiji. Including some other areas such as visual impairment. And so it was great to be at that particular function. But again, of course, it gives me much pleasure to be here, Managing Director, the General Manager, and of course Jeff, Honourable Minister. In fact, I wanted to sort of reminisce a little bit about the Outrigger. Jeff stole my thunder, because I used to come to the Reef Hotel, and then the girlfriend of my uncle, who later became his wife, was a singer at the hotel. And we knew the Reef Hotel being on a much narrower strip of the land. As Jeff pointed out, the road probably went somewhere through here. The main highway, I think, was on the swimming pool. But of course, the Reef Hotel, which is of course a prime property at that time, has now metamorphosized into this Outrigger property. And I would like to agree very much so, having brought my family here too, that it's probably one of the most favorite spots for families. And the strength, of course, like the entire Fijian tourism industry, are the people. I think, people like Tony Mitten will tell you that repeated surveys have always pointed out the reason why tourists come back to Fiji, number one reason is because of the people. And the Fijian hospitality, the Fijian affinity, whether it's with children or whether the ability to make people feel very welcome, is unsurpassed. So what we have done as a government, we believe that obviously is an opportunity we need to take advantage of. As you would have heard in the budget announcement that we are now partnering with Fiji Airways. We are giving $18 million next year in terms of a marketing strategy, because Fiji Airways, will now be flying to Singapore on April the 5th, which is the first flight. Ladies and gentlemen, what this actually means is that Fiji now will fly to every single continent that rims the Pacific Ocean, except South America, which of course is probably the next frontier for Fiji Airways. The reality is that we do fly to LA, we fly to Hong Kong, Korean Airways flies to Seoul, we will fly to Singapore, of course we fly to Australia, New Zealand, and the rest of the Pacific Island countries. So we are again positioning ourselves more of a hub. And these are exciting times, and this is why, for example, we've increased the marketing budget for Tourism Fiji up to $30 million from $23.5 million. There are a number of other initiatives, of course, that have also been put in place. I know there's been talk about the environmental levy and the STT, but I think overall, in the overall scheme of things, the fact that we are putting in place an environmental levy does show a commitment to the international world that we are concerned about the environment. And in fact, tourists don't mind paying a small levy for the environment. Maldives, I'm sure the Managing Director will tell you, they have a fee of US $6 a day on each hotel room for environmental, as an environmental levy, whether it's to do with the climate mitigation or in terms of disaster recovery plans being put in place. The Honourable Prime Minister at the moment is in Chogam, where we're also raising issues such as the vulnerability of small island developing states. And of course, next week he'll be in Paris at the COP gathering, where we hope to get some fundamental agreements with, in particular, the industrialized countries regarding climate change, regarding rising sea levels, and indeed regarding our ability to mitigate against these phenomena, which really is part of our own making. Not necessarily small countries, but of course the industrialized countries. So we, as a small island developing state, the fact that you have tourism contributing almost 33 to 35% towards our GDP, of course, is a huge contributor towards our economy, And we intend to work with all resorts, all properties, and all tourism stakeholders to ensure that we maintain the premier position of the tourism sector in Fiji. We are also very much appreciative of the fact that it provides employment, it provides a level of opportunity to all Fijians. And the fact that you have, as was highlighted earlier on, with Salesh and his team, they are given opportunity by the Outrigger, and I really want to acknowledge that the management actually has given Salesh and his team the opportunity to have that outreach to the community. I mean, I was here earlier on this year, together with the Minister, of course, where we had this competition for all schools around Nanronga Navosa to come and learn about, cooking. Some of these were very basic things like frying eggs, but the fact that they can come out to the Outrigger resort and be given the opportunity and have the general manager walk around in their midst and have a top chef like Shailesh be able to give them attention, in fact, can be a life-changing moment for many of the students, whether they are from the valley or whether they're down from the coast. And these are the type of community projects that we very much appreciate. And Outrigger, I would probably not be wrong in saying, it's probably one of the most active properties in Fiji as far as social activities are concerned, as far as community projects are concerned in this region. So I'd like to appreciate and acknowledge that. I think we should all put our hands together for the Outrigger for that. I don't have a written speech, so it won't fly away, nor do I have a toupee, but I think I should end shortly though. But I'd like to once again thank you for your contribution to the Fijian economy, to the Outrigger. Acknowledge Jeff, of course, for his vision in respect of developing the reef into the Outrigger today, and of course Castaway. And also thank all of you. I know many of you are linked to the Outrigger, whether it's the tour groups or whether it's suppliers. Thank you also very much for working together with the Outrigger and also working with the government. Last but not least, most certainly, the staff of the Outrigger, whether it's the chefs, whether it's the waiters, whether the buggy drivers. The fact is, you have people over here who can be singing in operas because the way they say bulla, I mean, there's no way that many of us can do that. So thank you very much to the staff, and I wish you all a very good evening. Vinaka, thank you.
Inaka, I'm Tamari Shiratulevu, and I work for F&B department. I have started, actually I'm the first outsider to join the F&B team, apart from the Old Reef Resort. And I'm really happy and excited that I have gone this long, celebrating my 15 years, likewise with the Outrigger Beach Resort. I have gone through so many managers, likewise with the supervisors and managers. I have gained a lot of experience, and that really boosts my morality in my daily basis, especially first of all is customer service. We run the hotel basis mostly on customers.
Yeah, my name is Rajneesh Kumar, and I'm working here as a financial controller. Well, I'm feeling very proud. Last 15 years has been great. It has been a great journey. In 3 words I will describe, it has been challenging, exciting, and rewarding at the end. Yeah.
I believe you must,
I joined the resort 3 weeks prior to opening, and the position I'm holding at the moment is not that I just got it straight. I went through the ranks. I started off as accounts receivable officer, and then walked through ranks, became assistant controller. In 2007, I became financial controller, and I'm feeling very proud here today. Yeah. And many more years to come, I would say.